Good morning to everybody. Welcome to today's English class. In today's class, we'll be discussing about sentence. What is a sentence? What are the features of a sentence? Okay. Generally, most of us get confused regarding what a sentence is. So today, we shall discuss in detail what is the meaning of a sentence. Similarly, what features or what attributes a sentence is going to have. We'll in general we'll discuss about the subject and the predicate. Okay, let's start the class. Yeah, let's see the definition of a sentence. What a sentence is. A sentence is a group of words. A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense by itself. What is a sentence? A sentence is a combination of words. When two or more words come together and when they try to convey a complete meaning or a complete sense, then that is called as a sentence. Now if I say is an Ramu et, see, these are also group of words, but there is some ambiguity. I mean, they are not arranged properly or they are not arranged in a structured way or in a systematic way. So they will not be called as a sentence. Okay, ate breakfast I. Again, it's not making any sense. Why is it not making any sense? It is not making any sense because these words are not systematically arranged. They are the combination of words, no doubt, but they are not conveying the meaning. So what exactly sentence speaks about? A sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. That means it gives a complete meaning. Now let's see an example here. John works hard. Now this is a sentence. Why is this a sentence? This is a sentence because it is giving proper clear message or information, or is it's making a complete sense. We are able to understand that we are speaking about a person by name John, okay, who works hard. So the meaning is very clearly conveyed. So this is called as a sentence. We are talking about John, okay, and the verb is works there, and how is he working is hard. So this is an example of a sentence. Similarly, if you see the next sentence, I like to read books. Okay, I like to read books. Now it is conveying a meaning that so and so person or I have a habit of reading books, or he is fond of reading books, or he likes to read books. Similarly, please give me a glass of water. Okay, it's making a request. Okay, please give me a glass of water. That's also sentence. Okay, because we are making a request and it is conveying a proper meaning. Okay, combination of words, but they are arranged together. Okay, in a systematic way, structurally, and they are trying to convey a meaning. So it will be called as a sentence. Similarly, if you see the next sentence, what a lovely rose. We are giving a sudden expression, okay, when we admire by looking at a flower. It looks so attractive. So we are trying to give a admiration. So that's also a sentence. Now, let's see what are the attributes or what are the qualities or what are the features a sentence is going to have. A sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. We already learned in the first itself, the beginning itself, that combination of words which conveys or which gives a complete meaning or which makes a complete sense is called a sentence. Now, always remember one thing very clear, that always a sentence begins with a capital letter. A sentence begins with a capital letter. It ends with a full stop. It ends with a full stop or a comma or an exclamation mark or a question mark. A sentence can end with a question mark or a full stop or a comma or an exclamatory mark. In the first sentence we have seen John works hard. It's a normal statement, so we have kept a full stop there. Similarly, what are you doing? If I ask a question, okay, that will be having a question mark. Similarly, in the previous slide we have seen what a lovely rose. We are trying to give some exclamation or a sudden feeling of admiration by looking at the flower. So what I would like to convey is that sentence always begins with a capital letter. If it is not beginning with a capital letter, it is not termed as a sentence. And Always sentence will end either with a full stop or a comma, exclamatory mark or a question mark. So these are the attributes of a sentence, or these are the qualities of a sentence. Now let's see what features sentence is going to have. What are the parts a sentence is going to have? Now every sentence has two parts. Just remember, every sentence. What's a sentence? Sentence is a combination of words which are coming together and conveying or giving a complete meaning. Generally, sentence is going to have two parts, mainly two parts. Every sentence has two parts. One is subject, other one is the predicate. Now what is subject and what is predicate? The subject is the first part of a sentence, the beginning part of a sentence that tells about the subject, that tells about the sentence is called a subject. Now let me give you an example. Sachin Tendulkar is a great cricketer. Sachin Tendulkar is a great cricketer. About whom are we speaking in the sentence? We are speaking about Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, we are speaking about Sachin Tendulkar. So Sachin Tendulkar becomes the subject. Why it becomes a subject is that the first part of the sentence that tells what a sentence is about. What is the sentence about? The sentence is about Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, or in other words, you can say that subject is the person about whom we speak in a sentence. Okay, Telangana is a great state. We are speaking about a state by name Telangana. So Telangana becomes the subject. Now he is a great state, or Tendulkar is a great batsman. The remaining part, apart from the subject, subject generally will be a group of words. It may be a noun or it may be a pronoun. Okay, it may be a group of words talking about a noun or a pronoun. The remaining part, what we speak about the subject, will be termed as predicate. See, the predicate is the second part of the sentence that says something about the subject. What we speak about the subject, will be called as predicate. Okay, about what we speak in a sentence, that will be termed as subject. Okay, the beginning part of a sentence is called as subject. Okay, subject is about whom we talk in a sentence or about whom we speak in a sentence, or it's a part of a sentence that tells what a sentence is about. What is the sentence about? Similarly, or simply you can say about whom we speak. Similarly, what is predicate? The remaining part of the sentence which speaks about the subject or which says something about the subject is called as predicate. Now let's take an example. Rama reads a book. About whom are we speaking here? We are speaking about Rama. So Rama becomes the subject. Okay, because he is a doer of the action, or he tells, the sentence speaks about Rama. So Rama is a subject. Now that is a subject. What is predicate? The remaining part apart from the subject. Apart from this, Rama reads a book. Reads a book will be termed as predicate. Predicate talks about the subject. I'll just recap once again. Sentence has two parts. One is subject and predicate. Subject is about whom we speak in a sentence, and predicate is what we speak about the subject. Okay, clear? Right. Let's go further. Now, features. What are the features of subject and predicate? Let's have the subject is always a noun or a pronoun or a group of words. It can be a noun. Just now we talked about a sentence like Sachin is a great cricketer. We are talking about Sachin. Okay, like he is a hard-working person. We are talking about he. Or it can be even a group of boys. All the boys are in the ground. Okay, just see this example. All the boys are in the ground. All the boys are in the ground. Now we are talking about all the boys. So all the boys will be termed as subject. Now are in the ground will be termed as predicate. What I would like to convey is that subject is always a noun or a pronoun or a group of words. Now when we talk about subject in this sentence, we need to underline all the boys. Till here, all the boys will become the subject. And what are we talking about all the boys? That they are in the ground. That becomes the predicate. Okay. Subject is always a noun or a pronoun or a group of words, okay, that does the work of a noun, which does the work of a noun. Now, predicate may consist of one word or several words that are essential, with the essential word being a verb. Every sentence should have a verb. We shall discuss in verb in detail in the coming classes. Okay. Predicate may consist of a word or several words along with the essential part, that is a verb. If there is no verb, then that is not called as a sentence. If there is no verb, that is never called as a sentence. Now let's see an example now. My dress is beautiful. The verb is essential. The verb is the essential word in the predicate. My dress is beautiful. Okay. We are talking about what? My dress. Okay, this becomes the subject. Is beautiful becomes the predicate. Predicate talks about the subject. And always you see here now, is given. Is what? Verb. Either it may be an action verb or it may be a helping verb. Clear? Subject can be a noun, pronoun or group of words which will be taking the role of a noun. That will be subject. Predicate can be a word or a group of words with a verb in it, and it talks about the subject. So that's the difference between subject and a predicate in a sentence. So before I wind up the class, I would like to tell you, a small kind of exercise. Watch this video completely and try to find out, identify the subject and the predicate. Like first sentence, Ashish has come first in the race. Lazy boys come come last, sorry. The sun rises in the east. Now these are some 8 sentences. Clear? Now just take an example of, take an assignment. Just find out which is the subject and which is the predicate. Now it's very simple to find out what is the subject in a sentence. One idea I have given here. Identify the verb. For example, now Ashish has come first in the race. Let's see this example. Now ask what or who before it. Okay, who came first? Ashish. Okay, ask a question to the verb. Who came first? Ashish. That becomes the subject. Answer would be the subject. Similarly, you'll just see one more example. The sun rises in the east. Okay, either what or who. Okay, what rises in the east? The sun. Clear? So this is how we can find out a subject in a sentence, by putting a question to the verb, either by using what or who. So please try to solve this and write the answer in the comment section. So before we wind up, there is something I would like to tell, some interesting facts about English. The first fact is that Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, okay, the great dramatist, novelist and great poet, this man has invented over 1700 common English words. Now, whatever 1700 words are existing, they are the sole creation of Shakespeare. He himself has introduced nearly 1700 words in English. That's the first fact. The second fact is that the most common letter in English, for every 50 to 60 words, the repeated word will be letter E. Letter E is used most oftenly in the sentences or in the words. Third fact is that sentence that contains all the 26 letters in English alphabet is called as pangram. Okay, most of us may not be knowing what is pangram. Pangram is a sentence which contains the combination of all the 26 alphabet. That is called as pangram. Now if you see this sentence, a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This particular sentence has all the letters from A to Z. If you want, you can check it out. So that's an example of pangrams. Clear? What is pangram? Pangram is a sentence which contains all the 26 English alphabet. Right? Now let's see the fourth fact. What is that? The word alphabet comes from the first 2 Greek letters. A is not the original A of English language. It has come from a letter by name alpha, the first letter of the Greek letter, and B has come from a letter called as beta, which is the second letter in Greek language. So alpha, beta is nothing but alpha is A, beta is nothing but B. And these two words are the first letters of Greek alphabet. They're not purely English, right? So before the last fact, now we have talked about pangram. What is pangram? Pangram is containing all the 26 letters, 26 letter, and it is giving a sentence. Generally, a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog is given as a typing test because we have to type all the A to Z letters to check out the speed level of the people who are going to type it. Similarly, anagram also is it may be a word, it may be a phrase, or it can be even a sentence. But it's formed by rearranging the letters of one another. For example, arc is given, A-R-C. We can make it as car. So we are interchanging. Similarly, elbow is given. Elbow, when we just interchange the letters, we get below. Similarly, state, we get it as taste. So these are anagrams. The interchanging of the letters or the words or the phrases in order to give a new word or formation of a new word with the arrangement of the letters or the words within the existing word. Similarly, dormitory. What is dormitory? A sleeping place is called as dormitory. So that can be changed into dirty room. Schoolmaster can become a classroom. Conversation can become voice rant on. Listen may become silent when we interchange the words. So this is about some facts. Earlier we have discussed about sentence, combination of words put together, combined together to give a complete meaning or a sense. Okay. Sentence features is that it always begins with a capital letter. It may end with a full stop or a comma or even exclamatory mark or a question mark. It contains a subject, it contains a predicate. Subject is about whom we talk, about whom we speak in a sentence. Predicate is what the subject is doing in a sentence. Right? So this is an explanation about sentence. Hope you like this video. Okay, please do subscribe to the channel and just wait for the next class. Thank you very much. Have a good day.